MLB Network comes at you from the Space City on a Wednesday night at Minute Maid Park. We wrap up this quick two-game interleague series between the Colorado Rockies and the Houston Astros. Houston find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Garrett Cole will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Number 27, Jose Altuve.
Stepping up now, Charlie Blackmon. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Colorado. Center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here comes the first pitch. And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today. Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Stepping into the box, DJ LeMahieu, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Lays off 1-0, and there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. LeMahieu leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to Carlos Gonzalez. Left side, but well foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Liner in there for a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 0 for 7. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Coming to the plate now, David Dahl. And the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Count. Going back on it at the track. Onto the balcony and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 10 for him on the year as the Rockies have taken a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, these guys came into this game with a plan, and they've executed it really well at the dish. They've been very aggressive, and that aggressiveness has put them up by 4 early on. What a great start.
Stepping in, Ian Desmond, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. A ball and no strikes.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Minute Maid Park. It's now 4-0 Colorado. Tyler Anderson will be on the mound for the Rocks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, lefty Tyler Anderson, he has really turned some head the last couple of years. Good fastball, 93 to 95, and he's a strike thrower. He's not afraid to throw the ball inside the strike zone. A quality pitcher. The only thing he's been lacking is experience.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Comes into play here at 273. 13 home runs and 55 driven in. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Blackmon going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. Two well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Standing in, Jose Altuve. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Gonzalez leads off second with nobody out. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Here's Carlos Correa now entering play. He's currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to add to that total right here. He's set, and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Runner at second here with one man out. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will come in to score from second as they've cut the lead in half to 4-2 now. So the base hit there plates their second run of the inning and brings us to our league leaderboard in terms of RBIs. And as you can see there, he's hanging in. Currently 7th in the AL in that department. So digging in now, Tyler White. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball one.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get within the zone yet.
Correa breaking for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. On a line to shortstop. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out.
Boy, every pitcher needs a little bit of help. How about this? This infielder makes a terrific catch on this line drive, probably saving a run from scoring.
Digging in, Josh Reddick. Runner in scoring position with two gone. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball down near the shoe tops. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Two out here and a runner at second. Pitch is popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit. The runner scores from second.
You could argue that pitch was going to be off the plate a little bit right there. But you know what? He was able to put bat on baseball and find a way to hit a soft liner to the opposite field.
Evan Gattis now standing in, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. 3 runs already home here. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Ready on 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the second inning now for Minute Maid Park. The Rockies are out in front, 4-3. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Popped him up. Bregman has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Astros on base. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Iannetta. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliders in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Missed with a slider.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Iannetta is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. No balls and 1 strike. One strike now from Cole. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. But they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Max Stassi. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. struck him out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Now at the plate, Tony Kemp, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch on its way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. As he'll take a look at ball one. Looking at his career totals, Bregman carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Line drive to center field. Kemp patrolling center makes the play, one out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Carlos Gonzalez. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Nolan Arenado. He drew a walk his first time up. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-1 to him now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And right into the shift. Correa ranges to his right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Ready for another chance? Marwin Gonzalez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Marwin Gonzalez.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Fastball called for strike 2. One out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
And that misses 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes
to. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. So a 1-out base hit has him aboard here in the 3rd, and that seems as good a time as any to check out our league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now in the box, Carlos Correa, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Now a snap move over to first, and the runner back safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And he'll dive back in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Correa, left field and carrying well. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Altuve is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And Ionetta's tag is not going to be in time as the run comes in to score. We're going to see something pretty special here on Show Track. Check out the top speed of one of the fastest men in baseball as he goes all the way from first to home to score rather easily. That's about as good as it gets in the speed category right there. Tyler White will bat next. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And they will take the lead as he's safe at the plate, and it's now a 5-4 game. So another run is across to score on the base hit. And with that, we take a look at the league leaders in runs scored so far. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. This is on the ground over to first. And that is into right field, a base hit.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Max Stassi. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Now at the plate, Tony Kemp, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. From the stretch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. White on third. Reddick at second. Gattis on at first with 2 down. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 3 innings complete. It's the Astros 5 and the Rockies 4. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
That misses. 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl as he swings and grounds it toward the hole and into left field for a 1-out hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting left.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond, and he's safe.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. He must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued 0-0.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He swings and grounds it to short. Altuve for one. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the one on the play.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
So it's a runner at first with two gone. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta. Hit down the third base line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. This is hit high and deep out to left. Gonzalez ranging back. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season as they open up an 8-5 lead.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Colin McHugh answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. He's 1 for 4. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Kemp, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Rockies 8 and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back, just missed that one, fouled that one off really hard.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. lifted in the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in, Jose Altuve. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Two pitch just missed.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Weak chopper up the line. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
And they'll snap one over to first. And the runner back. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Blackmon going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Astros leave 1. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Ready for another shot now. Carlos Gonzalez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. A ball and a strike. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Sliding stop by Altuve. How about that? Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Here's Nolan Arenado. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high. Here's the 0-1. Up around the face. The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Now batting, David Dahl. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Arenado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 in now, Tyler White. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th. Next will be the designated hitter, Evan Gattis. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now here's the pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Nope. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Stepping into the box, Ian Desmond. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. 2 hits in 7 tries. He also has 1 home run. In there, and it's 0-1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
And he falls behind, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The 2-2. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Ryan McMahon, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One and one to the Rockies' first baseman. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 8 runs, just 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. This one's down to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And that's in there for strike 1. 8 runs, just 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. A solo home run for Chris Iannetta. Number 11 for him on the season as they open up a 4-run lead.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Charlie Blackmon will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Rockies add 1 more to their lead, and it comes via the solo dinger. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rockies 9 and the Astros 5. Now at the plate, Max Stassi. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 1-0. Is looked at for the first strike. Bouncer up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1. Here's the pitch, and a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Popped him up. Coming in is Dahl, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, they're not all beautiful, and they don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he does work the requisite 5 innings for the win, but he leaves his bullpen a tough road to hoe. Kyle Freeland comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Stassi over at second. Kemp on at first with nobody out. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Blackman is under it. 1 away.
The left fielder, number 9.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Desmond trying to get there, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Comes set, and the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. The 0-2 once more. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2 and 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Desmond is there to put it away for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up. But you're sitting in one spot. And he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Now Altuve connects. Deep left field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season, as it's now a 1-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. A swing and a miss at a ball down. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. Great job there of cashing in on the 3-1 count to extend the inning.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Tyler White will bat next as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. On the run is Dahl. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros on this 3-run home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's the Rockies 9 and the Astros 8. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Standing in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent toward first, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Striding forward now is the DH, Nolan Arenado. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. In there, 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
So 1-1. Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time is taken, ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Gonzalez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They lead it 9-8. Sun Hwan-Oh gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up. And that one stayed up a little high.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Here it is, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding in, Evan Gattis. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. One out, nobody on. A fastball that just misses inside. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez coming on. And that's the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Max Stassi. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still down a run. It's a 9-8 ball game. Will Harris has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So striding forward now, Trevor Story. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Leading off for the Rockies.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. With this one almost in the books, the Story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
David Dahl will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball taken right down the middle. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Reddick is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Desmond. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Story stands at first with one out. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. He's set. Here's the 0-1, and this is fouled at the plate. swinging in the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball. Coming to the plate now, Ryan McMahon, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. And this one's in the dirt, and no advance. It's ball one. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Here's a high pop-up. Correa moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rockies strand one. They lead it 9-8. Jake McGee is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 51.
Now at the plate, Tony Kemp. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 2-1. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Digging in once again, Alex Bregman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one. And now they'll try and get that tying run to third as he puts this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Into the box now, Marwin Gonzalez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Very high, 2-1. 1 out, 1 on in a one-run game. In there, 2-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone, ball 3. Jose Altuve will be next. One out and a runner on third. Flared to the right side. That'll do the job. It's in there. A base hit. In comes the runner from third, and we are tied here in the eighth.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Into the box now, Jose Altuve, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. His individual history against Jake McGee, he's 1 for 4. Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Set and the pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now. Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Brian Shaw comes on now, looking for the final out of the inning to strand the 2 runners in scoring position. Into the box, Tyler White, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Here's a ball hit softly down to third. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 9-9. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our MLB Network presentation. George Springer will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Gerardo Parra is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Parra is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a left-handed batter and thrower. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
2-2.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
The 3-2 pitch. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
So coming to the plate, DJ LeMahieu hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit. Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. The runner from first comes all the way around to score.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Digging in now, Trevor Story. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. In the dirt here. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. Goes to third with it, and he nails him at third. Great throw. One for the Rockies here, and it comes on the RBI double by Carlos Gonzalez. Last chance coming up for the Astros. It's the Rockies 10 and the Astros 9. Wade Davis comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tony Walters is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and in the past against Wade Davis, he's had some success, 5 for 11.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
1 ball, no strikes to count. the 1-0. Fouled away. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Evan Gattis now standing in. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 0-2 the count to Evan Gattis.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
This is what a pop-up pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Stepping in now, Max Stassi, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground. One 0 count. Here it is. Hit in the air down the right field line. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Missed with a breaking ball.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Houston. Stassi is off at first with 2 away. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he'll make the catch to put an end to this one. And the Rockies have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The Colorado Rockies put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Brian Shaw gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Wade Davis wraps it up for the save, number 36 on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
The final line score.